listen to this. This how we do. It's a throwback mix. Check it. Forgive me, I'm a loose cannon. Diablo on the cop scanners. She gave me loving cause my nice manners. Yeah, making moves like a city planner. Forgive me, I'm a loose cannon. Take a picture, try to keep it candid. Me and my mans, we was all bandits. Keep it fresh, yeah, we never ransom. Yeah, loosen up, I've been too tight. Hold me, mama, make it alright. It's in my nature, the perfect picture. Total fractals, just like an apple. It's magical, quoting the book of Matthew. Sorry, I've been too busy eating cashews. I laugh at you, I cry at you. I traumatize you, I harmonize you. But I never will despise you. I'm maniacal. They always said my raps were undeniable. Write them with a pencil that's mechanical. We
what up, Juicy Beesh? What up, Beeshes?
Then we take it straight back to Lake Havasu. Give me bubbly in my cup. You best fill it up.
The daily fucking swole. Like yeah.
We coming through with the clan. Yo, what's up? Sky high. Let's bring it.
You know that I don't like you anymore.
You know that I make sick fucking games every day. I'm getting yoked like it ain't no joke. Papa Swole.
You know that I don't like you.
Yeah.
Forgive me, I'm a loose cannon.
Yeah, I'm a loose cannon shooting my fucking knowledge loads all over your face. It's a fitness bukkake.
Forgive me, I'm a loose cannon.
Did he really just say that? I can't share this with family and friends now. Oh, I can't share this. People are gonna think differently of me. Good. Oh, what a Papa D. The DP. DP in the easy. I know, we're getting there. Episode 1000. Eat your Brussels sprouts, beesh.
Every winter it snows. Always sniff from your nose. You got that shining glow. Talk to me. Never know what you're gonna do next.
All right, here we go, fam. Yep.
You know that I don't like you anymore.
You know that I don't like you anymore. I know that I don't like you anymore. Coffee in those sick fucking games.
The sun is shining. The birds are chirping. The bacon is sizzling.
Yeah, sizzle, sizzle.
Welcome to the
Daily Swole. Hey-o. Testing. Test. Testing. Is this mic working? Is this mic on? Testing. 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 Welcome everyone to episode 994 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gangcast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, Slaycast, and Taintcast. Ooh, the Taintcast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. What up, booshes? What up, ya beesh? What up, ya boosh? What's up, hoes? What's up, bitches, busters, hustlers, sleazies? I love you. I love you a lot. I do love you a lot. Oh my goodness. Coffee, Daily Swole in a quiet house. Isn't that nice? Isn't that lovely? Well, you can turn Papa Swolio up to motherfucking 11 because it's about to get nasty. And let me just get a good nipple pinch in here. Get the started the right way. Ah, yeah. Ooh, sends a shiver down to my taint. I'm ready. What's going on? Diana, Julie, Mike, Sean. I know. I said this earlier in the pre-roll. Getting close to the big 1,000. We're getting there. This is a week away. So next Thursday, the 31st, I believe it's next Thursday, will be episode. 1,000, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or Wednesday, whatever, but it's coming and it's going to go. It'll come and it shall go. But you know, it's another brick. It's another brick on the wall. We are rolling on, steamrolling. Episode 1000. Good fucking deal. Good deal. What do you guys want me to talk about? Should we just go back to the beginning? Should we just like roll back the clock and go back and reminisce and just kind of discuss things. Maybe we'll just do a big Q&A. I don't know. What are you going to do? What do you do for episode 1000? What do you do for episode? I mean, it's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to talk about. We've been talking a lot every fucking day. I'm just talking and talking and talking. You don't get annoyed? You don't get annoyed? Probably a little bit. Probably get a little bit annoyed, but that's fine. Well, thank you everyone for joining me live or watching on Facebook. Those of you that are watching and tuning in on Shinstagram, you got the Twitter peeps on Periscope, you got Twitch, you got YouTube, Daily Swole Podcast on YouTube. Thank you. Let me go over some of the Swole news. Welcome to all the brand new Swolenormous X members. What up? Those of you that have been joining all week, welcome to Swolenormous X. I just been posting a lot of, editing a lot of content, a lot of new workouts, and virtual trainers have been doing a lot of stuff in the community there. So welcome. Brand new YouTube video dropped earlier today at 11. So if you missed that on YouTube, the main channel on Swolenormous, at Swolenormous on YouTube, go check that one out. That's a brand new Driving While Gaining. And that is about Jennifer Lopez and Alex Rodriguez knowing next to fucking dick shit about nutrition and not going to depth enough. So it's a little bit more in depth about what I raged on yesterday about challenges. And there's a DWG that I mentioned, and it's live and it's been doing well. And a lot of you have commented and checked it out already. So if you haven't, go check it out. We can talk about how fiber consumption. We can talk about proper grammar too, if you want to. What are you talking about? How fiber consumption? How? You're a Native American. How fiber consumption? That's like Mr. Miyagi. Hey, Daniel-san. Fiber consumption. Hi. The same thing we do every day, brother. Take over the fitness world. Pinky in the brain. Throwback, Mike. My goodness. Dating yourself a little bit, but I like it. I'm down. Where are you watching the Daily Swole from? So wherever you're watching from, drop in the comments. Where are you watching the Gain Train? Where are you picking up on my nips? I want to be honest with you today. Well, I want to be honest with you every day, but today I want to take you into the world of having shitty fucking workouts. Not in the corner. In the little video that you're watching in the corner, those are some pretty good workouts. But today, I had a fucking bummer of a workout. It was really just, I went to the gym. I lifted weights. I did stuff. But right when I went there, I was not up. I was not amped. Nothing. It's almost like the pilot light didn't fucking fire with the stove. Things just didn't click. And I went there and I warmed up a little bit and I was doing chest and back and I went through the motion. I was doing incline bench. I went up to 220. I was doing good weight. I was doing supersets. I did some stuff. I have a feeling, to be honest, it was kind of one of those workouts that might actually sneak up on me tomorrow. I might feel it and be like, wow, I really do feel that. But I'm planning on actually calling an audible and double dipping. I'm planning on redoing it tomorrow and doing chest and back again 2 days in a row, depending on how I feel. I'm probably going to do higher repetitions and really warm it up and see how I feel. But I feel like not that I wasted a workout, but it just didn't kick off. And I didn't get that amazing, I don't know. It just didn't work for me today. How was your workout? Tell me, bring me up, fam. Bring me up. Make me feel better about my workout. Make me feel better about my workout. It just didn't work. So here's the mind shift, because you're not going to feel like working out most of the time. This is what I talk about every single day in my content on Instagram, everywhere. You're not going to feel like it. You still have to go do it. But even if you go and do it, doesn't mean it's always going to pop off. You're not always going to have an amazing workout. It's impossible. So you're not always going to feel like it. You're not always going to have a great workout. So you can't always plan for that. You can't expect an amazing workout. You can't expect something to just pop off and just crush. Now, one of the reasons, to give you a little context, last night I did an impromptu live. If you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you do, because I do impromptu lives. I just went live on Instagram and I was talking about how yesterday I pretty much fasted because I woke up, I had some bulletproof coffee and I was snacking a little bit during the day. I had some olives, some Kalamata olives, but nothing really, just a little tiny, maybe like 5 or 10. And then I decided, you know what? I'm not training today. I'm just doing mobility. I'm just going to fast today. I'm just not going to eat. I'm just going to do a real low calorie day and, do it tomorrow. So this morning, I only had bone broth yesterday and some coffee. So I was really on empty in terms of calories and energy. So that's probably the main reason why, but I felt great. So that didn't really make sense to me until I was at the gym. I'm thinking, I didn't really eat for a day. So that's probably why I kind of got funked out. But so that's some context. So there's some logic behind it, but I could have gotten really down about it. Could have gotten really down about it. I could have really beaten myself up for it, but I didn't. So tonight, after the Swole, I'm going to do some more mobility. I'm going to do some yoga on the porch. I'm going to mobilize a little bit and make myself feel better. My legs are sore. I'm stiff. I just had a long week. I had some good workouts and I've been doing a lot of content creation. So I'm a little bit drained, and it happens. But you can't get down about those workouts when it doesn't click, when you don't have that ignite, when you don't have that real fire burning. You're not going to always have a win. And I want to really get that point across because, I don't know, I get so many messages about not being motivated. And it doesn't matter if you're motivated. Motivation's a fucking crock of shit. You have to go and do what you need to do because it's time for you to fucking do it. When it comes to the workout, when it comes to the result, that's the initiation. That's the pre-workout. That's before the workout takes place. Once you get past that point, it seems like there's just gremlins and trolls at every stop, right? You're going to go to the gym. Oh, but you don't feel like it. Well, fuck that. I'm going to slay that dragon. And then you go to the gym. You finally make it to the gym. And then you get started with your workout and the workout just doesn't kick in. And you kind of have a workout. So then you have to psychologically play your own mind and transform that into a positive. Transform that into a good thing. Transform that into something that you could be proactive with. A tool. You have to turn it into a positive because why? Why do we have to turn it into a positive? Because there's no other fucking option. What am I going to sit here and cry and bitch and moan? Oh, I didn't get a great pump today. I could have been better. Oh, I should have eaten. I shouldn't have. What am I going to fucking whine and bitch and moan about it? No, I'm sharing my story. I'm using it as a tool to share with you and to guide you because you're going to have those workouts too. So I am just going to crush it tomorrow. I'm going to have an amazing workout. Whatever body parts I hit, whatever I feel like doing tomorrow, I'm going to absolutely destroy it tomorrow. I'm going to eat like a beast tonight. I'm going to fucking feel great. I'm going to get some good fucking sleep. And tomorrow I'm going to I'm going to slay my session. And then this will be just a memory. It's already a memory. It's already in the past. It's gone. It's done. It's never to be again. And I did some stuff. I felt great. I felt solid. No pain, no issues, nothing like that. Just, I was there. I was in the gym. I was on the bench. I was doing the fly. I was doing the run. I was like, It was more like, I don't want to be here. I had other things on my mind. I had other stuff. Great news. My desk arrived. My desk showed up. It finally got fucking shipped. It's here. And now I got to fucking build the damn thing. So that's on my mind. So I wanted to make sure because long story short, FedEx has issues delivering sometimes to where I am. And sometimes like they can't get in. So then they have to leave a note and, you know, it's too big for me to go pick up. And I wanted it today. So anyway, that came. So that was on my mind. Some other things I have to do, some other things I got to film. So that just stuff. And that kind of influenced along with me not having any food in my system for 24, 36 hours. So the stars didn't align. If anything, they aligned against me. And you know what? I overcame it. I overcame it because I went, I did it. I don't regret going. I don't regret doing it. But I wish it was better. So the next time I'm going to make sure it's better. Tomorrow, I'm going to come back stronger. I'm going to come back more amped and I'm going to crush an amazing workout. So it's not the failure. It's not the lack of awesomeness. It's what you are going to do about it next. What's your next move? This has to do with nutrition. This has to do with training. It has to do with life. It has to do with all aspects. What are you going to do next? What's your next move? What's your next move? What's your next move? What's your next approach? What are you going to do? Are you going to complain? Are you going to sit and wallow in pity? Are you going to whine about it? Are you going to feel down on yourself? Or are you going to step the fuck up and do something about it? Are you going to make moves to crush it the next time? Are you going to prepare and set yourself up for success in the next instance, where in my case will be tomorrow? And tomorrow, yes, I think it's going to be an amazing workout. I think it's going to be fucking great tomorrow. I think we're going to have a great workout tomorrow. I hope so. I'm going to do all my preparation in order to make sure that happens. And guess what? If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But I think it will. I think it will. My head wasn't in it. It was just distracted. I didn't, it just wasn't the right thing. It wasn't the right time. I probably should have just done mobility today, refueled, caloried up, carved up, not carved up, but like, had some sweet, I just had my food, my beef, and then I would have been fine tomorrow. But I went, I did it, did something, meh. It was one of those, meh. So that's that. And that's Friday. And I thought it was going to be great. And part of me was like, fuck that shit. And another interesting aspect of that is the fact that I'm frustrated about today is going to fuel tomorrow. So use that. Next time you have a quote shitty workout or one that you're not extremely pleased with, the next one, use that as fuel, internalize it, recycle it, chomp it up, and just fucking spit it out and go crush it again. There's always another day. There's always another day. You have to think about it as one piece of the puzzle. There are going to be certain episodes of the Daily Swole that you're going to love. Some that you're going to be like, oh, I like that one. Some that are really going to fucking hit home. Some workouts are going to be great. Some are going to be meh. Some are going to suck. Some are going to be fucking phenomenal. That's just the way it goes. Doesn't mean you stop. It doesn't mean you give up. It doesn't mean you let that affect and cause a ripple that is going to poison all your other attempts. If I hold on to this workout, if I hold on to this quote unquote failure, I don't think of it as a failure. If anything, I don't think of failures as a negative thing. It is just a bump in the road. If I take that and I hold on to it and I let it drag me down the rest of today, and then it poisons me tomorrow, and then it poisons me the next day, and it just sets off this chain reaction in which the next couple workouts suck, or I take 2 days off, or I start eating garbage because I had a shitty workout today, I may as well cheat. I mean, how many of you do that? That's why a lot of people fuck up with their nutrition. They take a day off with their training, and that also leads to a day off with their nutrition. You still got to stay on point. I don't care if I'm working out or not. I'm eating the right shit every fucking day. I'm always eating the right shit as good as I can. That is a constant. The workouts are going to come and go. The days are going to come and go. The time's going to come and go. And yes, some days I'll train hard. Some days I won't train hard. Some days I'll do yoga and mobility. Some days I'll lift weights. Some days I'll go upper body. Some days I'll go lower body. That's what I'll do. It's that consistency of output. It's that consistency over year after year after year, decade after decade. I can almost say decade after decade because it's almost been 2 decades. But I've been lifting hard since like 2000, 2001. That's a long fucking time. That's almost 20 years. So how long have you been doing it? How long have you been putting in the effort? How many challenges, how many ups and downs have you gone through? It's not just me. I know you're doing it too. Each one of you has a life. I don't think anyone watching me right now is 20 years old, maybe a couple of you. Most of you are 30, 40, 50, right? You've been through life a good amount of time. You've been training or been in the gym or been battling weight loss or whatever your struggle is, your challenge is. You've been doing it for at least a few years, I'm sure. You're laying bricks every day. You're laying bricks. You're putting in the effort. You're laying it down. You're doing it consistently day after day. You don't stop just because you have one shitty workout. You don't stop because you had one bump in the road. You just keep on going. You keep on going. Life goes on. No one is stopping for you. No one is waiting for you. The train of life, no one's waiting. No one's fucking waiting. No one's waiting. I'm not waiting for you. Your competition, yourself, your future self, no one's waiting for you. Life isn't waiting for you. Your friends aren't waiting for you. No one cares. No one gives a fuck about what you're doing. Let's get really, really, really real. Everyone's worried about themselves, as they should be. You need to be selfish and focus on your own shit. You have to pick yourself back up. You can't just lean on someone else. You have to depend on yourself. Now, we're going to get a little bit in the woods. I want to bounce back and forth. A couple different thoughts are coming into my head. That's another reason why a training partner can be a negative. I think we've talked about training partners before. I know we have, but I don't know if we've had a straight episode on training partners. But you have to be very, very careful when you're training with anyone else. You don't want to get used to training with anyone else. I really do think if you're beginning and you're starting off with your fitness, you need to do it by yourself. I don't think you should have a personal trainer necessarily. I'm not trying to hurt business for anyone, but I don't think you should necessarily have someone watching over you. I do think you need to do it correctly, but in terms of your friends working out depending on someone, if you go to see a personal trainer once or twice a week, that's one thing, but you're doing it on your own as well. Or if once in a while you work out with a friend, I get it. It's a social type thing. I understand. But some people train based on when their friend can go. So you set a time, and if they can't make it, you adjust it. You go the next day or you go later on the day. You need to make it your priority. If someone can make it when you're going, then they can go with you. You know, you can't depend on anyone else. You can't depend on someone else to pick you up when you're down. You have to do it yourself. It has to be intrinsic. It has to be within. And when you're spewing and vomiting up all the challenges and all the struggles onto someone else, you're essentially passing off the responsibility of your issues and your struggles onto someone else so they can rebound it back to you and make you feel better about your issues. Own that shit. Own your failure. Own your shitty workout. Today, I had no one to blame but myself. No one to blame but myself. I went at a shitty fucking workout. It wasn't really shitty. I mean, it could have been worse. I could have gotten hurt. I could have, I did stuff. I just didn't. You know what I'm talking about. It wasn't a fire workout. All right, I did stuff and I'm like, meh. No. You got to do it yourself. I am internalizing it. I'm recycling that emotion. The first instinct is negative emotion. The first instinct is, fuck, I had a shitty workout. Okay, let's step back a little bit. Take that negative emotion, put it in that fucking grinder, grind it back up, churn it up, recycle it, and take that passion and now make it, tomorrow I'm going to fuck the world up. Tomorrow I'm going to fuck the world up. Tomorrow I'm going to destroy shit. I've made all my gains by myself. Sure, over the years, little tiny periods, I train with someone else. I don't like it. I like training by myself. I like training by myself because I work at my pace. I push myself my way, and I can psychologically fuck myself up. You know, I can push myself to just effort and beyond. I don't have to spot someone else. I don't have to worry about what someone else is doing. I like to work out myself. I think if you really want to be successful in your fitness, you have to do the majority of it by yourself. You have to learn how to do it yourself. It's your journey. That's absolutely right. It's your journey. You need to own it. You need to make your own food. You have to learn that. Once you've made your own food for a long time and you know how to make it, sure, if you start dating someone or you get married or you outsource your food production, but once you've owned the creation of it and you know what you like, you know how you should be eating, you know what foods you should be eating, X, Y, and Z, then you can start passing it off. It's like anything else in this world. You want to make sure that you know how to do it first. That way you can get the best help. That way you can get the best guidance. That way you can get the best training partner if that's the case. You know what someone has to bring to the table so you can get more out of your training. If you're training with someone else, they have to be adding to your workout. They have to be making it better for you. If it's taking away from you, if you're far more advanced and they can't handle it and you have to step back your own workouts for them, fuck that shit. They're not ready. They're not ready for you. You're not a good match. And it doesn't have to do necessarily with the weight you're lifting. It has to do with the intensity, with the work capacity, with the mindset. And if you're a beginner working out with someone that's advanced, you're just getting trained. And the person that's advanced is getting slowed down. And that's just the fact. You need to find someone at your level, if anything. But I really do feel like you need to do it yourself. If you're not doing it yourself, you're doing your fitness, your health, and you're doing your progress a fucking disservice if you are training with someone else. A lot of people do that. They go to the gym because it's a social type thing. I get it. You go, but you end up hanging out. You end up having fucking Oprah's book club in the gym. You trade off a set. Oh, can I get a spot? Someone else spots you. When you see fucking high schoolers and kids, just, bros and stuff, just lifting, you spot the other person gets on the bench and they do a set, and it's soft. The workout is soft. You got to put your head down, put your fucking headphones in, whatever, and fucking do work. You got to go in and crush. But when you're self-driven, no one can take that away from you. And it's really something special when you do it yourself. When you do it yourself, when you create your results, when you create your output, when you create that passion, that hard work, and it results in amazing things. You get the physique that you wanted. You lose weight. You feel better. You get healthier, but you did it. You did it. And it doesn't mean you can't get some kind of help or guidance along the way. Hey, we're all here in the community. We're doing the podcast, and I'm answering questions and I'm helping you along your journey and vice versa. But you're still doing it yourself. It doesn't mean you don't get guidance. Doesn't mean you don't learn. but you're doing it yourself. It has to be from within. And that's where there's that consistency gap when it comes to people quitting or people being consistent and disciplined. If you push someone, and a lot of you have this, you have someone in your household, you have a spouse or a friend or someone who won't do what they should be doing for their health. They're not taking stock in themselves for eating healthy. They're not trying to improve their health. They're not trying to do better with their fitness, right? So a lot of you have that, and you can comment below if you have that situation. Your significant other or a good friend of yours or someone in your inner circle is pretty much opposing what you're doing with your health. And that's difficult. That's a real challenge. But you can't push people into doing it. You can't force someone to do it. It has to be intrinsic. You can provide them the tools. You can provide them the workouts. You could provide them the nutrition, the information. But they have to want to do it themselves, because even if they know all this stuff, knowledge doesn't mean action. Knowledge does not mean, it doesn't lead to execution. Anyone can know things. You can know things. Come on. Does anyone out there really think that fast food is healthy? Get the fuck out of here. Anyone that thinks, oh, I can still eat healthy fast food, you're out of your fucking mind. You're living in a fantasy world. You're just trying to sell some bullshit. You're just trying to convince someone that's dumber than you. That's really where it comes down to. When you want something yourself, when you want the best for yourself, that internal, that intrinsic drive, that is what gets people results, because then you're not going to stop at anything. You're going to learn what you need to learn. You're going to do what you need to do. It's one thing to tell someone. It's one thing to encourage someone. It's one thing to push someone. But that's why everyone wants a physique. That's why people want to build muscles. That's why people want abs, because there's no way to get that without the work. That's why it's so valuable. That's why we put it on such a pedestal in this society, because you cannot purchase it. You can't buy six-pack abs. You can't get lipo and get abs. You get rid of some fat, it'll come right back. You haven't changed your habits at all. You can't buy muscles. You can't. You cannot buy muscles. You can take all the steroids you want. It's not going to build muscle. You still have to eat and train properly. Not everyone reacts the same way. A lot of people take steroids. You wouldn't even know that they do. A lot of people at your gym take anabolic steroids and you would not know that they do. You wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know it. That's why they look like shit. You wouldn't know that that's what they do. And it's important to understand that. It's important to understand that not everyone reacts the right way. Not everyone reacts in that manner. Not everyone is going to look like a pro bodybuilder just because you take some steroids. That's not how that works. Absolutely has to come from within. You have to own your fitness. You have to be in the driver's seat. You have to be El Capitan. You have to be the fucking king of your health. You have to be the biggest and strongest and most vocal proponent of your own health. And if you're not, you are going to get pushed around by society in every manner possible. You are going to get pushed supplements and you're going to get suckered into that shit. You're going to get suckered into these quick weight loss things. You're going to be eating all these quick meals and low calorie things and zero fat this, that, and the other. If you're not serious enough, it's not 80%. It's not 90%. If it was 80 or 90%, I would have a shitty workout, kind of get bummed down, like, fuck, I'll get another time. Maybe take a couple days off, get my head right. No, I'm going to jump right the fuck back in. And I'm going to set this train back on the tracks properly. I'm not going to give it a chance. I'm not even going to respect this past fucking workout. Today's workout, all right, I did something. I'm going to completely disrespect this workout and fuck up tomorrow's. Today is going to be a joke. It's going to be a memory. I'm going to think I dreamed it. That's it. Moving on. You got to take it seriously. You have to be absolutely proactive. You have to be a dictator. You have to be just fucking totalitarian. You got to be all in with your fitness. All in with your fitness. Got to be 100% in. You can't be so-so. You can't be 1 foot in the door. You want to be 1 foot in the door? You're going to look like you're 1 foot in the fucking door. You're going to act like you're 1 foot in the door. and you're not going to make progress. And most people at the gym, they go to the gym. They have a membership. Congratulations. How far has that gotten you? It's gotten you into the gym. Congratulations. You use some gas. You pay a monthly membership. Great. It's not enough. It's not enough. We know that from the statistics. And I'm not saying on an individual level it's not working for some people. Obviously it does. But overall, that's not what the problem is. Diabetes wouldn't be rampant. Heart disease, all these things wouldn't be rampant because fitness is more popular than it ever has been in history. Agreed? Fitness has never been more popular. Health, gyms, exercise has never been more popular. It's never been more popular in terms of money. People are making tons of money selling supplements and fucking scam bullshit. So it's more prevalent than it ever has been before. However, people are getting sicker and sicker and sicker. So fitness and health, they're not defined properly. The industry is pretty much anyone that does physical exercise type things. But there's a lot of shit in the industry that is not healthy. There's a lot of stuff in the industry that is not helping people. It's just like Whole Foods, right? If you think of Whole Foods is healthy food. Not really. You can get healthy food at Whole Foods, but I would go as far to say like maybe 85% of the shit at Whole Foods is shit. Maybe 90%. It's not much different than any other supermarket. The majority of the stuff at Whole Foods is just crap. No, it has nothing to do with GMO. I'm talking about the actual food, all the grains, all the gluten, all the candy, all the high sugar stuff. Whole Foods is it's very nicely packaged. It's generally overpriced or at a premium. And you can get some high quality stuff there. But a lot of the stuff, just like every supermarket, is crap. Because a lot of food is crap. A lot of food should not be consumed. Just because we have access to all these different foods does not mean we should put all these foods in our mouths. Just because, ladies, there's a lot of dicks out there doesn't mean you should just go putting all of them in your mouth. Correct? And guys, you can use a similar analogy. All the guys will be like, I don't suck dick. Nah. Okay, well, some of you probably do. And if you don't, it's puss. All right? I don't have to fucking clarify for every intersectional group. A lot of it's crap. It's organic crap. It's organic shit. It's non-GMO shit. Whatever you want to call it. Okay? Just because it's there. So you have this, you have to be very proactive. You have to be aggressive. You have to be invested. You have to be psychologically on point. And a lot of people go through their health thinking that health is going to come to them. If it's in their mind, it's going to come to them that, oh, I just want to be healthy. Let me go walk more. Let me exercise more. But you'll keep on eating the same way. They're not 100% in. They're not really invested. You're not completely invested. You're not looking at it from all aspects. We have to take more control. You have to take control in the gym. You need to do it yourself. And it's great if you have support, but here's the thing. You don't need support. It's wonderful if you have support, but you do not need support to make this happen. Maybe you need to find a new significant other. Maybe you do. Maybe you're not on the same wavelength anymore. Maybe you can't handle it. Maybe the other person doesn't care about their health and the relationship is done. Maybe it's over. Maybe they're not going to come around and you don't want to be around someone that is dragging you down. That means the relationship is over. Find someone that does care about their health. They're going to be around with you longer. Just saying. But I get a lot of messages from people that are struggling because they can't get the other person. If you want to be really healthy and eat a great way and live a long, fruitful life and be vibrant and take care of your body, and the other person wants to eat shit all the time, that's depressing. It's really depressing when people close to you just trash their body. You just don't want to spend time with them. It's a psychological mind fuck. You just don't respect them because they don't respect your body. It's intense when you have this shift, when you have this cerebral shift and you understand what these foods and what this world is trying to do to you. You realize I cannot sit back in the passenger seat and just ride through life and be successful. You don't want to be in the middle. You don't want to be average. I posted this on Instagram yesterday. You don't want to be average. In the middle, doing what everyone else does is death. Literally, you want to have diabetes, do what everyone else does. You want to have heart disease, do what everyone else does. You want to have cancer, do what everyone else does. Now, of course, we don't know what causes every last fucking thing, but I'll goddamn guarantee you that doing what 99% of the population does is going to lead you towards an early, unhealthy death, because that's where everyone's going. So are you willing to take control? Are you ready to take control? Are you going to take your fucking fitness and your health serious enough? Driver's seat. Control your life. Control your fucking life. It's not my life. It's your life. You, the person, look down. Your body. It's all I have. The computer, the phones, that's all nice and well and good. It doesn't matter if this whole place burns the fuck down. If I have my body, I'm fine. I'm literally fine. Your health is the only thing that matters. It's the only thing that matters. Money is great, okay, to buy food and to have a roof over your head, and it's your body. Nothing matters more. If you're spending more on clothes and shoes and watches and movies and technology than you are on your food and your health, you are out of your fucking mind. You're out of your mind. I really do think that. You're out of your fucking mind because you're just letting yourself die. You're not giving a fuck about your body, and you're spending money on shit that doesn't fucking matter. It just takes up space. So the next time you think, oh, I need a brand new TV, and you're eating fucking cereal every morning, you need to step back and take a long, hard look on your priorities, because you are just killing yourself. You're killing yourself while you sit there and you watch Netflix and eat that garbage. It's time to take a stand and realize that you have to be aggressive. It's Friday. It's the perfect day to talk about this because a lot of you are going to go out and do dumb shit. It's the perfect day to talk about this. You have to be aggressive. You can't sit back and let or think that someone else is going to give a fuck about your health. The government doesn't give a fuck about your health. Your doctor doesn't know how to help you with your health. Your doctor's not equipped to help you with your health. Your doctor can give you some fucking pills to cover up the pain from when you're already too late, when you're fucked up already. What are you doing every moment of every day to make sure that your health is improving and staying as optimal as it can be? And doesn't mean you're going to be perfect. And I'm not talking about cheat meals. I'm just saying it doesn't mean you're going to know everything all the time, but that's why we're constantly learning. You're reading, you're interested, you're invested, you're putting effort and time into learning, into practicing, into testing, and doing all this shit. That's it. Look down, look at your body. And I'm not talking about being fat or having abs or whatnot or muscles, but your body is everything. Take off all your clothes, stand and look at yourself in the mirror. And I'm not saying be happy or upset by what you see, but what I want you to do is look at your body in the mirror and realize that that body is all that you have. That body is all that you have. The skin and bones, the flesh, that's all that you have. It's all you got. So it's well beyond the time that you need to take that seriously and put whatever effort you can into making that body feel loved to take care of that fucking shit. Because that's all you got. You could work your ass off, but if you let your body go, doesn't fucking matter. You're going to be miserable and sick. And I always have to I have to pump the brakes too, because I get so involved with doing all this tech shit. And yeah, I'm not working out as hard as I was a year or two ago before I started Swolenormous. Before I started doing 1,000 episodes, I was, I guess, in better, I don't want to say I'm in better shape. I'm eating healthier than I ever have been before. But, my focus was just lifting. Now, my priorities have shifted, but my priorities have shifted more towards health, not just building muscle, not just getting leaner, it's not just performance. There's a lot of different ways to improve performance that are more important for your health than whether or not you could bench 250 or 260. Whether or not you are squatting 205, 305. I mean, people focus on some weird fucking shit because they can conceptualize that. More is better. Not always. You have to really start approaching your health. That's why mobility is so important. That's why yoga is so important. That's why right after this, I'm just going to go outside. I'm going to start doing some fucking yoga. I need to clean house. I need to do some shit. I need to move. I need to bend. I need to twist. I need to wring out this fucking sponge of today's shitty workout. And I'm going to come back tomorrow. And I'm going to absolutely fucking crush it. Okay? And I want the same for you. You got to be proactive. Take an aggressive stance with your life. And for those of you that have been leaving reviews on iTunes, I really appreciate it. Look, if you're watching, even if you watch and you don't listen, please go to iTunes and leave a review, drop some stars, drop a couple sentences. I really appreciate it. It really helps the podcast, the reviews on iTunes. The more that you all drop, the more it starts showing and suggesting it to other people that might be in the health and fitness field that like to listen to podcasts. And I don't believe anyone in the health and fitness industry reps out as many podcasts as Papa Swole. So as we steamroll to 1,000 and well beyond, I definitely want the reach to expand, and I hope that you are sharing it, tagging people, and spreading the love. And I appreciate that because all the audience is growing for sure. But I really appreciate the reviews. Those of you who have left it, if you have not left an iTunes review, please go and do so. If you're not yet subscribed to the podcast, you can check out all the apps. You can check out the blog with the workouts, Gain Train blog, all of that, swolenormousx.com. So you can go there and check out the links. YouTube video, YouTube at Swolenormous for the latest DWG. And I'm on every social media platform. I don't think there's a social media platform out there that I'm not on. So wherever you like to consume your shit, consume old Papa Swole. But I'm most active here on Facebook and on Instagram stories, everywhere. So if you're brand new to the podcast, I'm everywhere. And of course, I'm here every motherfucking day. So thank you so much for joining me for episode 994 of the Most Muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gaincast, Mancast, Pimpcast, and Sleazecast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. And I am going to have a great workout tomorrow. Could do some yoga right now. Take care of your fucking body. Don't be a jabroni. Don't be a jabroni. I'll see you tomorrow for 995. Peace, McGee, Stoots, Magoose, your boy Papa Swole. Out.